What's up, VK family? We appreciate you for joining us on another video on Vital's YouTube channel with Mr. IH Productions behind the camera. Now, if you've been watching us for a while, you know we're about to dive into a real cool, super detailed early review of the upcoming Black Flint 13s that are set to release in April. But if you're new to the channel, man, we appreciate you even more because you don't even know about us and you're watching this video. So if that's true, like, subscribe if you feel the need by the end of this video, and definitely hit that notification bell because trust, every time we drop one of these longer videos, you don't want to miss out. You want to be one of the first. But that being said, to learn more about us, be sure to connect with us on Instagram, and of course, something that I will continue to push all of this year because it is new to us, vitalkicks.shop, where you can really just learn about us as a business and what we do in the city of Chicago, where we're based out of. But on top of learning about us, find all the coolest grills, all the early heat, accessories, and even sneaker cleaner, right? So I can't tell you too much. Definitely check it out and we could take it from there. Based on the title of this video, we already know what you came for, and we're about to get into the unboxing of the Black Flint 13s. But we would be doing Jordan Brand and the sneaker community no justice if we first didn't talk about its predecessors. See, the original Flint 13s, or the OG Flint 13s, the true OG Flint 13s, came out in 1997 when they were first seen on Jordan's feet. The more recent release, or the most recent release, was in 2020, and we got them again in a more updated shape and silhouette. The colorway, however, remains truly the same. So these created a strong name for themselves, and after that, more pairs just had to come out. And that's why, in the year of 2021, Jordan Brand decided to drop the red Flint 13s. And even though it wasn't an original colorway, people went absolutely crazy just seeing a cool twist to a retro OG. So at that point, we got the blue, we got the red, and now in 2023, we're finally getting the black, which might be the most versatile. But that's up to you to make the decision when we see those details. Oh, I almost forgot. If you're someone that really likes to make their decisions off on-foot looks, stick around to the end where we'll be seeing these bad boys on feet in 4K. Because trust, I own them, right? And if I owned one, I'm definitely gonna get the second, and I gotta complete the pack on the third. So stick around. But all that being said, let's dive into this unboxing. So real quick, we're gonna start with the box like we always do. And as you guys can see, this is an OG as you could get in terms of a Jordan 13 box. Nothing special here, as you saw with the blue Flints and the red Flints. It is exactly the same, all gray with a red jump. So I know we don't care about it that much. Let's take a look at these kicks. Don't you just love those B-rolls where you can really get a clean look at the sneaker? I mean, you probably already recognized a lot of the details as there's not too much to go over, but we're always gonna give you an up-close, detailed look so that you can see the quality, and it'll be a quick one so that you can see them on feet. Starting out at the top like the sock liner like we always do, you're gonna notice in the B-roll that this material is quite consistent with other 13s. An all black nylon with very plush materials on all sides, including the back of the tongue. As a matter of fact, for that reason, Jordan 13s, at least to me, are one of the most comfortable Jordan silhouettes. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about if you need these. Taking a look at the insole inside the sneaker, I'm also seeing an all black insole with just a red Jumpman. Let's make our way down the tongue, where we'll see that the entirety of it is in a white, very tumbled leather, and it also holds some perforated holes along that tongue. Honestly, when you take a closer look and you can see the texture on the tumbled leather, that's what's really giving me feels of original and OG. Because in 1997, when the Flints first dropped, and most Jordans and leathers at that time were very tumbled, similar to this pair. The same is true for the toe box of this sneaker, the entirety of it being white with that same tumbled leather. But all that white leather is contrasted with the bright red embroidered Jumpman at the top of the tongue, which really comes to pop because essentially there are no other colors. You'll notice that the pair only comes with one pair of white laces as well, and a black Jordan tag at the bottom of that tongue. Okay, let's make our way down to the rest of the uppers, where we'll start to see some of these details shine. I mean, quite literally. Majority of the rest of the uppers is going to be covered in this black mesh, but you'll notice that it's not just entirely black, but there's quite a few gray dots on them. And if you didn't know already, these gray dots are also 3M reflective. So if you're taking flash photography of these, or you're just out and about, maybe a night in the club, these are really gonna just pop at random moments depending on how the light hits it. But we'll be sure to get it in the B-roll as well for your information. You'll also notice directly below that black panel, and adding just a little bit more contrast, is going to be a strip of gray suede that goes all around the sneaker. Now, this is the point where I educate some of the community, just in case you didn't know that this is the whole reason why they're called the Flints, all right? It's not because the original Flints was just a cool name or the red Flints just kept it, but actually all three of them have this gray suede underneath, the Flint gray. And that is what makes this pair stick out. And it actually caused a lot of confusion, at least within my circle. So just in case you didn't know, that's why these are called the Flints. While we're on the topic of this suede, however, what's really encouraging is that the quality is amazing. And it actually is quite consistent with the 2020 pair of Flint 13s that came out, and even some older retros. Jordan Brand has a history of actually getting worse in quality as they continue to drop the same sneaker. But I am an advocate to say that this suede is similar to every other pair of Flint 13s that has come out. Find the last details of the uppers that we want to draw your attention to, and possibly one of the most OG touches when it comes to the Jordan 13s is this holographic Jordan Jumpman 23 logo. All right, let's get to the end so that I can show you the on foot, because these are absolutely fire and they're gonna blow your mind when you see them on feet. Making our way down to the midsole, you'll notice that majority of it is going to be in a white, showing these four kind of ovalish shapes from a side view. When you look at the outsole, you start to see that the Jordan 13s are actually based on a panther's paw, and you start to see it more when you actually know that detail. But on the outsole as well, we're gonna see that Flint gray one more time, black and white panels to match the rest of the sneaker. Something that really pops to me, however, is this red holographic Jumpman on the bottom, and of course, our carbon fiber for extra support. And so that's it on the details of the black Flint 13s that are set to release on April 22nd. I told you guys this was going to be a quick review because there's honestly not a lot of new details besides just a few twists to a really coveted pair of sneakers. So before we give you Vital's rating and ask you for your opinion so that we can have some conversation, let's spend some time and see these bad boys on feet. Let's get it.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Those look good on me, didn't they? Well, guess what? They could look good on you. So let us know in the comments below if it's a pair that you need to cop after seeing them on feet. You might have noticed that the pair we just did on the on foot is way more creased than this pair, and that's because I've worn them entirely too much already. I think they just go with absolutely everything. So that brings us to the last portion of this video where we get to give you a Vitals rating. And of course, I'll ask Mr. IH Productions behind the camera for his rating as well of the black Flint 13s. Now, you just saw them on feet. You already know I own the O-Pack. I've been hyping up these bad boys the whole time. So to be completely honest, these have to be a 9.3 out of 10 for me. A 9.3, and I had to put some very intentional thought into that, thinking about the ratings that I gave previous sneakers, but these are up there. 9.3, 93%, that's like an A- or an A or something like that. These are just dope. Like, they are based on an OG sneaker. Only thing they switched up was this one panel to make it black, and it makes it go with everything. And with the 3M reflective on a black panel, that is just sick. Like, any way you take a picture of these, they will be a hit. That being said, Mr. IH Productions, I rated these pretty high. You're over there looking pretty thoughtful. What is your rating on these bad boys?
I gotta give it a 3.9.
3.9? For real?
Yeah.
Wow, you really don't like these.
No.
Why?
I just don't like the design. I don't like the silhouette.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You know what? A lot of people in the community might not love Jordan 13s. Some people say it's their favorite. Like I said, it's one of the most comfortable for me. So in terms of the silhouette, it kind of goes in the middle. But two people in the room, very different ratings. I definitely did not expect that after saying 9.3. But hey, now is your turn to let us know what you think, all right? Or your turn, excuse me. Drop a comment below. Do you agree with Mr. IH Productions on the lower end? Is it lower than a 5? Or do you agree with your boy and it's above a 5? So let us know what you think. Is this a cop, a drop, a flip, destroy it. I don't want to see it because it's not an OG. Let us know so we can have those conversations. But that being said, you know where to find us, you know where to connect with us, and we look forward to catching you guys on our next video. We'll see you next time, VK family.